Hey everybody, it's yours truly, the Neutron the Kid radio show right here with your host, yours truly, Neutron the Kid 34, right here in a slammin' jammin' effect, shall you say. We're gonna really talk about the passing of a legend, a passing of a man who was a true pioneer and who really paved the way for, a lot of others, including myself, in the music industry. And he broke boundaries, he broke barriers, he was one hell of a guy. He really stood for everyone that was misunderstood. He really was a true poet. He really was a true, a true guy, a true, reason to be an ambassador to music. And he really, done everything that would leave you in wow and in awe. And the man that I'm speaking about is the one, the only, formerly known as Prince. And today he has passed away. And I know I heard about it. I know actually not just I only heard about it, but I've have a lot of people out there on my timeline, on my Facebook account, scrolling down Facebook accounts on, newsfeed and looking and seeing the news, because it impacted so much and it impacted so many people. And my prayers go out to his family, his friends, his fans, and it's a sad day for music. It's a sad day for music and a sad, tragic, hurt on a lot of people who really looked up to this man and who really gave this man a lot of love and praise. And I'll tell you guys right now that without Prince, there is no, the man behind this symbol. Without Prince, there is no Enigmatic Purple Rain. There is no Apollonia. There is no Vanity 6. There is no, musicology. There is no sound without Prince. Let me just put it like that. There is no sound without Prince, and music without Prince is nothing. Music won't sound right without Prince, and the things that he's done for a lot of Zandras and a lot of pavement that he has given to every Zandra out there in the music industry. I actually did some research on a secret song that he actually wrote for Kenny Rogers not too long ago. And, well, actually it was not too long ago. It was long before I was ever born. And it was in 1986. And he wrote a very special song that was, supposedly for him. But he has given it off to Kenny Rogers, a great singer and a great author and composer himself. Asked him, to chime on in, write the song, give it to him, and he did magic. He did wonder works with that, and he made his hocus pocus work within that stride and whatnot. And Kenny took the song and he went along with it, and he did magic with it. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up on YouTube, and if you can't look it up, then look it up. Well, matter of fact, look it up on Google and then go to YouTube and you can type whatever you like. Prince, Kenny Rogers, you can type that and it will actually show you the secret song that was written by Prince and given to Kenny Rogers himself. Also, the NFL Draft. The 2016 NFL Draft. Wow. Audience, I want to hear some cheers right now. I want to hear some cheers for that. the NFL draft 2016 is almost underway, and it's coming soon. Matter of fact, not coming soon, but coming in a couple days. Who's gonna go number one? Who's really gonna go number one? I want your take on that. Goff or Wentz? Which one do you think is gonna go number one to the LA Rams and deliver as a franchise quarterback? To me, I like where this is going with Goff and Wentz, and everybody knows that there's potential in Goff. To me, Goff reminds me, let me start with Goff. Goff reminds me of a young, successful Peyton Manning. He reminds me of who Peyton Manning was, in Peyton Manning's prime. Strong arm, smart, intelligence, read defenses. He understands the offensive scheme. He's a leader. He's a franchise player. He's a real productive guy. He's a real productive quarterback and a real mobile guy. And he's one of those guys where if you're down and out and your team is really in search of a leader, you turn to him, and he's gonna bring a lot of firepower to a franchise like LA Rams. And I think he could be the perfect number one pick. I think he could resume and really stride, and be an actual stud in the NFL and not become a Ryan Leaf or a guy like Johnny Manziel, because Johnny Manziel's really shooting his foot on his own career. He's really shooting a foot on his career, and he's really stumbling. He's really stumbling, and he's not applying to pressure or trying to, free away from all his demons and become the quarterback that he should be. But back to Goff. I really believe that Goff deserves to go number one, and he can be the LA Rams franchise player. I mean, it makes sense. The guy goes to University of California, and he's a California native. And, with this franchise team being in LA, he fits that mold. And he fits the teamwork and the leadership role very well. So I think he could go number one. But as for Carson Wentz reminds me of Johnny Manziel. His game, the game he plays, the way he plays the game reminds me of Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel is a scrambling quarterback. Carson Wentz is a scrambling quarterback. Don't get me wrong, Carson Wentz is a smart, intelligent quarterback too. He can read defensive schemes. He can be a guy that you need on your team, and he can be capable to bring you some yardage or, bring you back in the game and play fourth quarter ball. And he's pretty experienced from a small college guy. For him to be a small college guy, a small college quarterback, to get in this position, he deserves to be here. He deserves to be up there with the rankings of a Paxton Lynch or a Connor Cook or a Jared Goff. I really see his potential building, but not once he steps right into the NFL. Because I don't think he's going to step right into the NFL in year one and take over and kick ass, and take names. And for everyone that wants to, talk down on Carson Wentz and talk a lot of mad shit about that man, stop with your BS. Stop with your bullshit. Don't hate on this man. This kid can grow within 2 seasons. I can tell you that for much. Let him study the game under a veteran quarterback, and then once he gets in there and once he fits in that mold, he's going to do work. He's going to do things that people will never ever see in their lives. Never ever see in their lives. And I expect Wentz to be at full speed. I expect Wentz to be the guy. The ultimate guy that does not fuck around and does his best each and every day, day in, night out, no matter what it is, he's going to bust his ass, and he's going to do what he has to do as a young quarterback. And I really want your comments on this year's NFL draft. And I'm a Lions fan, so we're going to be at 16th pick. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we get at the 16th pick, whether if it's Treadwell, whether if it's Lawson, whether if it's other, we need impact players. We really need impact players, especially with Megatron being gone. We need more impact players. We need it. We really need it. We pretty much need it on the offensive end because our offensive line sucks. We can't play offense for shit. We only depend on big players like Megatron because when Stafford is, setting his feet and stepping back and throwing the ball, he's going to 9 times out of 10 throw at the Megatron. And that's what he's done year after year after year when he was playing alongside Megatron with us as he could be. You know what I'm saying? Because Megatron was something big and special for our city in Detroit. And, he wasn't a Barry Sanders, but he was a wide receiver, Herman Moore type player that produced pretty well. And that guy's a future Hall of Famer. I really tip my hat off to Calvin Johnson. Such a good guy, such a good humanitarian, and he does a lot of good things for the community. And without Megatron, this Lions team and this offensive work of program with this offensive line won't work. It won't work without Megatron. Megatron was the leader. Now we have to build an offensive line to protect Stafford. That's what we have to do. Protect Stafford and, make sure that we protect a guy that's supposed to be a top 10, top 5 quarterback for the future of the NFL. And it's all down on Stafford right now. It's all on Stafford's hands right now. Whether if he's going to step up and apply pressure or whether if he's going to kick ass, take names, and, smack some people's face in and smack some reality check in the people and say, look, I am a leader. I came here to win games. I came here to put this team on my back and on my shoulders so we could lead this team to the Super Bowl. That's what I'm here to do. And with or without Megatron, I want to be the name. I want to be the guy that people need to count on. Not only I can play good with Megatron, but I can play good with, with an Aaron Burnbridge or a Golden Tate or a Melvin Jones or a Amir Abdullah or, Theo Reddick, names like that in that catalytic range. He's going to do what he has to do. We believe in Stafford. We believe it. Don't get me wrong. We believe it. We believe in Stafford's potential, but he has to step up. He has to step up. As for my Detroit Pistons, I'm not liking what the hell is going on out there in that court. I'm really not liking it. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it one bit. Not one bit. I'm very pissed off at the fact that we did not play defensive basketball. We did not play good defensive basketball against the Cavaliers and LeBron James. I for one can't stand LeBron. I hate LeBron. I hate every single thing about LeBron. And these endorsement deals and the people that hype LeBron up to be the best player that he is, LeBron's statistics don't lie. Okay, I can give it to him on that. But that man will never be on Kobe or Michael Jordan's level. Never. He'll never reach greatness like they did. You know what I'm saying? Those two guys were elite players. LeBron is just a choke artist. LeBron's a choke artist. This is just round one. I could tell you that now. He can do all that showing off and shit talking all he wants. We know it's the first round. But when it comes to the Eastern Conference Finals or the NBA Finals, this man seems to choke. And And if you take and listen out and listen to me when I say this, because I know a lot of Cavalier fans are gonna be like, "Oh, you're just a fucking hater. You're mad because we're a good team. We're a good team. We're better than your team." No, the hell you're not. Take LeBron out of the equation, and what the hell do you got on this Cavaliers team? Nothing but a lottery team. Nothing but a lottery draft pick team. All lottery players that suck. Without LeBron, you guys wouldn't even be in the playoffs. And that's just real shit. You guys wouldn't be in the playoffs. You guys wouldn't even reach the finals. You'd been what? You'd been, I don't know, bottom of the NBA and dead last? So you guys gotta hand it off to LeBron, because LeBron made the Cavaliers. Cavaliers didn't make LeBron. He made the Cavaliers. He is the man that assembles what the Cavaliers organization dedicates itself to be. You know, and when I look at LeBron, I look at a smug, arrogant man. I look at a smug, arrogant man who wants to do whatever he wants with this organization, and thinks he's going to take this organization down by its throat. The organization and Dan Gilbert need to stand up for themselves against LeBron, because I know what LeBron's doing. LeBron's putting a chokehold and putting this team on hostage. This team should have kept Andrew Wiggins. They should have kept Andrew Wiggins. Forget bringing Kevin Love. Forget all that. Forget it. What you should have did was keep Andrew Wiggins and had a good backcourt with Kyrie Irving and Andrew Wiggins. That would have been a great start. That would have been a great start of building a team. You know what I'm saying? Assembling a team. But when LeBron came back, it was LeBron want. It was what LeBron wants. What LeBron desires and needs. It shouldn't be about LeBron. It should be about the team and the team only. There is no I in team. And you can't teach that to teach its own to other people. You can't. So with these one-shot, big-shot ass players that play with egotistic, they need to stop that, because it's about the team. It shouldn't be about one man. One man. It should never be about one man. It should be about the whole team. Teamwork brings you here. Teamwork gives you all the hard work that you dedicated with blood, sweat, and tears. Teamwork brings you there. Not one man. Teamwork brings you there. And I think the rest of those reserves and the guys that play with LeBron are riding off LeBron's coattails, because necessarily they need to make themselves out of their own type of players, be their own players, and be their own stars. Who cares if LeBron wants the ball? Shoot the ball and be a legend for yourself. You know what I'm saying? LeBron needs to drop off the ball and pass the ball to someone who deserves to shoot fourth quarter game winners. Not this asshole. Because he's a pompous asshole and he doesn't really care about what the franchise needs. He doesn't care about Cleveland. He cares about winning rings. He doesn't give a shit. That's what you guys need to see. Obviously, in my standpoint. And, also, I want to take time out to say, shout out to a hell of a guy, and my Detroit Lions. And I know I brung up Lions early, football, whatever, but I want to give a shout out to EDP 445. I know. You what's wrong? What is wrong with you shouting out EDP? Why you keep shouting him out? 'Cause I respect the man. I respect the man for his opinion. I respect that man for who he is. I respect the man of his stature. He's fucking funny and fucking hilarious. You watch his videos on YouTube, you would crack the hell up. You would feel the same way I feel and give respect to this man, because he's one hell of a guy. One hell of a guy, and he's very hilarious. And for those that don't know, this guy got Howard Stern and many other freaking television people looking at this guy and giving him so much, fame. And it's funny because, no one deserves this better than he does. He deserves that. He deserves a lot of attention, and he deserves the respect. People need to give that man respect. And in EDP, if you're ever listening, you need to call in. you need to call in, my friend, and be a guest on my show. And by the way, my Lions will beat your Eagles' asses on October 9th. So make sure you come here in Michigan so I could see you face to face, my friend. Make sure you do. Make sure you do, because I would love to interview you and have, an actual session, a one-on-one session, special guest interview with the one, the only Bryant Moreland, EDP 445. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about making that interview happen very soon. So if all of you EDP 44 fans 445 fans will like to actually channel in and hit me up or hit him up and do this interview, matter of fact, I would say it like this: hit that man up and make sure you get him to do this interview, because I would love to talk with the man himself. I would love to breed and have opinions with this man. And hopefully it could be Saturday. Hopefully it could be Saturday. Hopefully it could be Friday. Hopefully it could be Thursday. Hopefully it could be on NFL draft night. You never know. Maybe. And also, to all the Drake fans out in the 416 T-Dot, where y'all at? Make sure you guys go and support Drake. Make sure you guys support Drake, no matter where you're at, around the world, Toronto, Detroit, Vegas, Miami. Go support this man and his brand new album that's coming on 4/29/2016. It is Views from the 6. Make sure you guys pick up that album or download it, because nowadays it's downloadable. So go make sure you guys download Views from the 6. It comes out April 29th. Remember that, April 29th. Views from the 6. April 29th from Drake and the rest of the OVO Sound crew. Big ups to those guys, because they're doing a hell of a job. Phenomenal job with the artistry and talent that they brought over there. Big ups to those guys. And also, be on the lookout for my music. Be on the lookout for my music, because my music is coming soon. You'll hear some music on here soon. You'll hear interviews, all that stuff, and more on here. And as for next month, May, make sure you guys check out The Splat. If you're always up late night like I am, make sure you guys check out The Splat. Check out The Splat, because they're gonna actually do a special on Nickelodeon Studios of Orlando, Florida. And they need to reopen the studios down there. They need to. It's only right. It's only freaking right. We got more coming up on the show, so I'll be back in the next 15 minutes. So enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen. The Neutron the Kid radio show right here, live, direct, and effect. Enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great evening. But matter of fact, don't have a great evening. I'll be back in the next 15 minutes after these messages and break tolls. So let's hit the stroll on the roll, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the roll for a minute, but I'm going to be back. I'm going to be right back. Bye-bye.